Okay. All right. Let's see. All right.
Hey y'all,
Hey,
Hello.
what's going on?
What's
how are you?
up?
What's up? Ian, why you sideways? What's going on?
I'm sideways. I
Yes,
mean, I got. So the way I got it set up, I got my tripod set up. So I mean, I could really talk. Like, I could, you know what I mean? I can get in my groove. You know what I'm saying?
but
Get in your groove sideways. Sitting
I'm like for
sideways.
the purposes of the live though, Ian, we need you
All right, you
vertical.
want me centered?
Yeah,
You
yes,
want me here?
thank you,
I
thank you,
got you.
appreciate you. So how you been? I'm just popping in. I'm like I was trying to get it's always something with Instagram, but it's all right.
All the time.
They said take my rotate lock off. That's what she said. She said if I take my rotate lock off, I'll be.
Anna in the chair. Hey Anna. I said means playing lovely host to us tonight as always. We
Yeah,
appreciate you.
of course. Of course. Glad I could be a part of it.
Yes, I'm hoping Tasha and the rest of them get here. Hey
Yeah.
Dennis.
Hey, Dennis. I
Um
didn't even see he was in here.
no. Uh yeah, so I guess we're gonna get started. I'm like, is dogs barking in the background?
It
I
is.
said who dog is that?
That's my pup. I'm sorry. Somebody's probably coming in. Let me try to close this door.
But yeah, go ahead and tell us tell the people your name, what character you
Okay.
play,
So,
how you got involved in the series, all of the things. We miss you too, Anna. We're gonna get together soon.
so my name is Ian Thomas, and I play the role of Kareem, who is the second oldest cousin, right, to the family, but the highest oldest cousin in terms of males, right, for the generation that starts with Nia.
Oh,
Um, I got into this project. Ebony sent me the script and had me audition. And you had me for two roles, but you felt like this role would really challenge me. And when I saw the script and I saw what the role was, I was excited. She
right.
knows this. First of all, I was excited about the whole script. Let me talk about that first. When we
Hmm.
got the whole script, I looked at Ebony. I said, "Hey, this look like it's the one, right?" And then when I walked into the first table read, you're my witness to this. I walked to that table read. I looked at all the talent. I said, "Oh yeah, we got one. Oh my goodness! Oh, oh,
Yes, yes. You were excited. I mean, there were quite a few people in the room who was as well, people who felt the same. I tried to I really wanted the show to be good, to feel personal, to feel like it was like, you know, Philly.
yeah,
And
I felt like it was Philly, but more importantly, I felt like it was a, a salute to a lot of the underground talent in Philly, and just seeing everybody there. Because I worked with probably like half the cast, and I'm like, "Woo, we got some happy hitters." I felt like Barton in that jar. I felt like Barton.
right.
I'm telling you. No, seriously, I was super amazed. I was happy. I can't wait to shoot season two. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm like, I know everybody excited about the next season. I'm like, we got two more phases for season one to get two and through.
That's
And
true.
y'all will be called upon for those things as well. We gotta distribute the project. We gotta get it in front of people.
I agree.
So I'm looking forward to that process. I'm interested. I'm really interested in seeing how people are going to receive the series. What people are going to take a liking to. Just all of that type of thing. I'm looking forward to that part before season two. But speaking of which, I am interested in, like, I've also, I think with Kareem, right, with your character, I'm interested in how people are going to respond. I feel like people are gonna have like a love-hate relationship with
I,
Kareem.
I feel like when they see
Hey,
Kareem,
Siani.
I feel like they're gonna love, like they're gonna understand his perspective and they're gonna love his perspective, but they're gonna hate his delivery. And I think that's gonna be the thing of like, I think most of the audience is gonna be like, I mean, I feel you, but why you had to do that? You ain't had to do that, you know.
Yeah,
And I, obviously, me being Kareem, I feel like everything I did was extremely justified.
Oh, you would say that. You would.
listen,
You
listen. I feel like
Extremely justified. You understand?
I do feel like we're gonna have camps for sure. It might get kind of like I know when I remember when like Insecure first came out, it was all of this, Team Issa, Team Lawrence type
There
of
you
thing.
go.
I think we may have a similar sort of thing happen with like people, feeling like Nia, like no, Nia's correct, no, Kareem is like this, like da da da, that type of thing.
would.
Um,
I would be really shocked if the majority of people are going to side with me. Like let's just be honest. Like
I
the
don't think
majority of people are
so.
going to they're going to feel exactly where I'm coming from.
I feel like
they
it
go
would
feel the
be a
way.
split. I feel like it would be a split because
Yeah,
there's going to be people that experience what Nia is going through, so they're going to have to take her side. Everybody just can't take Kareem's side.
yes,
Everybody
yes.
might not take my side, but the majority will.
I said,
Because
now we got Nia in the chat. I said, Tasha, what you think? I said, we should have Tasha pop on for a few minutes and
she can
talk back
pop
and forth.
up if she
Because
want, because she
I
know I'm right.
so Tasha, we just started talking about Kareem, and then we started talking about camps. I started talking about how I think audience is going to receive the character and everything. This is timely. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd like to ask you since you're here as well, to have y'all have some time to just talk about like your dynamic again without giving too much away in the series in season one. What was interesting, like what was interesting about the protagonist, antagonist, main character, antagonist sort of dynamic and relationship, um, and like what it was like, because I think you guys are in quite a few scenes together, and I think you're in the most episodes. The both of you are in the most episodes in season one. Uh oh, did we lose Sasha?
I don't know. It looks like Frozen.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know that what
Well,
happened
maybe
to
she can still
somebody
be
from
here.
yeah.
California.
She left. I'm gonna have to add her back
She
in.
ain't from Philly no more.
But go ahead and talk, yeah, about some of the things
She's
I was
trying to
just
join back in.
Say that one more time. I couldn't hear you.
so I was asking y'all to talk about, but you can start off talking about like what your dynamic was like, uh so Nia and Kareem, that
Okay.
dynamic, what it was like for you,
Okay.
portraying the character. You two are at odds for the most part throughout season
Mm-hmm.
one, right? I think you're in probably the most scenes together as far as like two characters, like maybe with the exception of like Kyra, Chanel, and some of these other characters. And also, you know, what what it was like to sort of be in scenes together, sort of,
So
building that kind of tension, that kind of conflict, that kind of thing.
so I felt like being in scenes together were great. I love working with Tasha. She's an amazing actress. So working with her was extremely great. However, there was definitely always going to be emotional issues that we both had to deal with because of the fact that I'm coming from a place where I just feel like, dang, where she keep going? She just
I
disappeared.
know.
It
Like it's like
might
it's,
be her
it's like
connection, but go
Houdini.
ahead.
Like she's there and then she's gone. Like,
It might be her connection, but go ahead.
like goodness gracious! Like once you there, oh, damn! I'm sorry. You want me to wait for her to get back before I give
Go
y'all
ahead.
this? Before
Keep
all right.
going. Keep going.
So being in the emotional state of thinking about a cousin who left to pursue her dream and then to come back because of it not, and this is his perspective. His perspective is you're coming back because it's not working out for you out there, not because of what we're going through here. And even in creating the backstory for Kareem and thinking about every single type of situation that me and Nia would have been through, just in terms of me not having a mom, me trying to be that male figure, her seeing a lot of the things that I used to deal with my father. So for me, I'm like, dang, we went through all that, and then you still just left, like damn. But and the crazy thing is, we all been through these situations, or we were Nia. Either, and that's in real life. Like in real life, either we were Nia, or we were we were Kareem. So we see it from both sides. And when I thought about that, I was like, yo, I really want to play on this, because I know that's going to be the foundation of every single objective I try to obtain from her in each scene. It's like, all right, this you want to come here with all this love, but man, no disrespect, F your love. Like, where was that love when you decided to leave us? And I thought that just it shows such a great dynamic, especially on screen. So I'm so excited to see it just develop. I can't wait for this project to come out. It's going to be truly amazing.
Yeah. Sasha?
Yeah, I mean, Ian said a whole lot, but I mean, I also, being Nia, I feel for Nia. But I also 100% can understand. Am I frozen now?
No.
No.
You're
good.
Okay. Woo. Well, don't get me scared like that. But I also can understand feeling that need, and feeling like there's a void there, and especially when you're in the family and you feel like responsibilities are now being shifted onto you, and you had a support, not having that anymore. I can understand what that feels like. Like Ian was saying, I can understand both sides, because in life so many times both of those shoes get put on the same, like different foot, same body. Because I also can understand like delaying your dreams until everything calms down. If y'all be living real life, like my this whole year has never calmed down for Tasha. And if I waited to do anything, if I was just like, Ebony, no, I can't shoot, my life's crazy, you'll never do anything that you aspire to do if you're waiting for life to give you a pass. You're always going to be waiting for your time, and then you're going to end up dead, never ever having lived, because you were living for everybody else. So it's very like Ian said, like, I can understand Nia to a great degree with that, because like, I still gotta live. Things is going to happen. People are going to die, and that breaks my heart. But if I stop my world every time something happens in Philadelphia or anywhere, then my world's never going to get started again.
Right.
So
for sure.
It's going to be a great, seeing that back and forth energy is going to be great. I can't wait till people see it. I can't wait to see it, because it's very real. It's authentic, because people are going to feel both sides.
Yeah. And I think the filming was timely. It's been a crazy year. People doing a lot of year-end reviews, just societally and pop culture, but also I think personally for a lot of people I know. Many people who's attached to this project had very crazy years, and I myself debated whether or not it was time, right? Because I've been writing this on and off for about 10 years. And 2 years ago, I was finally like, let me like put the pilot script out and get a feel for like, are people interested in this? Can I get some funding to make it happen? And then, we got the money for the pilot last year. So I was like, all right, let's see, what we can do with this. And the top of the year, things just aligned. Shout out to the Connect, shout out to Stuff, and all the people who supported me and supported the project. Hey, Kima. Hey, Mike. There's a few more people in the chat.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if it was the time, but I'm like, to your point, is there ever going to be a perfect time? You just kind of got to do things and make things happen. And I was hoping that alongside of like what we were doing with the story and the script and everything, that there would be space for people to work through their real life personal things. You know, I'm like, you know, we're dealing a lot with grief in the script. I hope that people are also taking the time to grieve and to work through whatever it is they're dealing with. And and I think that for me it's interesting too that so much of what we deal with in season one, there's a lot of turmoil alongside grief. And I don't know if generally other people's culture, people in general, that's a thing. I know what our folks is a thing. And so I was curious as to like what your thoughts were about like your own portrayals, what you decided to bring to the characters, like simultaneously having the turmoil happen with the grief, and also like what was on the page for you. What was the process like? So Ian.
I know for myself, dealing with the grief and trying to make that emotional connection is never really too hard because my father passed away when I was younger. So for me, I'm usually always able to kind of tap into that. And then I'm also able to kind of tap into the fact, no disrespect to anybody that if y'all part of my dad's side of the family, I don't want to, I mean no harm. Let's throw this out there just ahead of time. But during that time, I felt like they left me too. So, yeah, I mean, obviously it's been resolved because that was like, I don't even know how many years ago, decades ago. But still, I can still remember that emotional feeling even to this day.
Yeah.
Like, I can still know what it feels like to leave an uncle's house and feel like I'm not wanted, right? And me being able to resonate that with my own cousin, making me feel like she didn't want us, she chose the dream over us, was a great correlation. So I was able to, I was able to use that in most, like probably the majority of the scenes, and which is why I hated you so much. As long as you know, I just need you to know, like I couldn't stand you, like I loathed you.
You had your own little motivations, and which also worked for Nia because I didn't understand why it was so big for you. So, and I like that you had your own personal attachment behind why your rage was so thick.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it ain't even that deep for real. And it was for you. But it was for you. But it was for you. No, I'm saying not all the things that you've gone through. I'm saying me leaving felt like, yeah. No, listen to me. Do less talking, more listening. not Ian's life. For Kareem and Nia, I felt like there should have been more understanding, and he had all this thick, like, resentment there. And I was like, why is this so heavy? But you seeing that you have correlated it to like real life trauma that, that was unresolved.